Hi, Gemini. How are you doing today? This is your message for October 28th to the 29th. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Do take what resonates. This is a general message. Not all may apply to you, so do take what does. And let's get started. Universe of love and light, we ask for your protection from the evil eye and all negative energies that may come our way. We trust in your power to shield us, and we seek refuge in your loving arms. Help us to walk in your light and keep our hearts filled with love, peace, and joy. We pray that we may always radiate your love to those around us, and that we may be a source of blessing to all in Source's name. Thank you, Universe of Love and Light. We've got the Four of Wands, reunited and reconciled. The monster comes home, it says. Wow. So it looks like there's like a handshake thing going on. There's some people really happy, joyous, celebratory. These people, you may find them at a really fancy dinner. You may find them celebrating something. They're, and it's not like a party like this. This could be, but it's something like more of a sit down. You hear the message, the story, whatever it is there for. It's like a wedding, gala. Could very well be a party, but in this instance, it feels like it's a little bit more fashionable. The Hierophant, he sees through this material world and into your very soul. Wow. The Hierophant knows. It's a symbol of tradition, conformity, power, structures, religions, and formal doctrines, also known as the teacher or the pope or the prof. This is really good. This could be a card of marriage, actually. These two together could be marriage, absolutely. 100%. Engagement, marriage, commitment, faithfulness, fun. King of Wands in reverse. Someone's kind of losing hope about this, though. Or is this what the two of you want? Or is it what the both of you... Is it what one of you want or the both of you want? The Hermit. Okay, you might have spent a lot of time alone in the past, and for some of you out there, do not just jump into a connection or relationship because it could give you the opportunity to be married. You got to make sure that person is going to be there for you in the dark times and the good times and the bad times. In the times where you're feeling down, in the times when you're feeling low energy, in the times when you don't necessarily want to serve them and you need them to serve you. You need them to pick up the slack. You need them to be 100% or 80% at least, and you're at 10% or 2%. Like, you kind of need a balance of this. You need to find out all these things before you really get in it. Because when you get in at trouble too. Suit of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Well, it's really difficult to say a no to a person like this. You might be shaming yourself, blaming yourself, saying, you know what, I'm a loner. I might be like, oh, I'm just not nice, or I'm not pretty, or I'm ugly, or I'm just really hard on myself. You know, it's not about that. Anybody that tries to judge you about your physical qualities or, you know, whatever stuff like that is just shallow. And is ultimately trying to go further with you than where you want to go. Six of Cups has a lot to do now with an inner child. Nurturing your inner child. Because there's a lack of confidence, and that stems way far away than maybe what this experience has been. I do see a celebration though, but there's a few things here that are making me question this, especially with that King of Wands in reverse. This could be also someone that potentially doesn't want to prey on you. This could be someone that may have big ego, may have a lot to show for it, but is very reserved and protective of their own, say, environment, of their own energy. A Suit of Swords, the Eight of Swords in reverse. It's like getting yourself out of a mind trip. Getting yourself out of the perspective, escaping a way of thinking, the feeling that this is going to happen again, or this is what's going to always be your story, because no. It has something to do that's further than childhood trauma of some sort, something to do with nurturing the child within. Suit of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles in the lap of luxury with the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. This makes me feel like you're in a very safe place. This could have also something to do with a father figure as well, and being in that comfort and in that, because I was actually doing a lot of reflection on this recently, and it was like a father's love is nowhere near the same as, say, like a mom's boyfriend's love, or like your boyfriend's love, or like that guy across the room's love. Like, it could be completely different. That father is going to show you how to respect yourself, how to keep yourself reserved, because that father has a mindset and a perspective of the other side. And they want to see you protected and happy and joyful, because they know the damage that they could do. The Knight of Cups. So you ain't just going to take any offer. But it looks like whatever offer you are being given right now, the Hierophant, the Suit of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Four of Wands, this looks to be like a dream come true. But what part of them have they not shown you yet? Because there could be a few things that they haven't shown you yet within themselves. So try not to rush into this, but know that the universe is reminding you and telling you that this is something still to celebrate, and that this is something that could go far. The challenge, the Seven of Wands. Communication could be difficult between you and your person. Maybe you could be like, well, hey, I'm feeling this thing and that thing, and then they confront you with something else that maybe isn't proper or right, and you're like, wait, what? That's not exactly what I'm talking about at all. Overall energy, the Chariot. The warrior drives at night under a crescent moon, no hands on the wheel. He steers by force of will. Could have something to do with a vehicle or a car. There is some success here, a lot of success, a lot of reward, a lot of money. But maybe you're still having like an imposter syndrome within yourself. Like there's low worth, low value. Could be connecting with a Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But you also want to potentially disconnect from overthinking things as well. That's leading you to feel down, not confident, and also not hopeful about the connection or relationship that this is presenting, because this is presenting really good. But for whatever reason, there's a lack of connection. Someone's feeling maybe trapped, but somebody doesn't know exactly what's underneath the mask. So there could be more time needing to be waiting to find out if this person is going to reveal themselves, because they will not wait all a long time to wait something out. They're going to force something if they're not into it, right? So the outcome of this message is the Seven of Cups in reverse. You be feeling like everything's up in the air and you're just not sure if this is like for sure yet. It's like, yeah, you could be engaged, but like we ain't married yet. We aren't at that point yet. There hasn't been things proven, you know. Not all things have been revealed yet. So it's like almost as if there's still like a waiting period with this. And maybe the challenge could be not speaking up and not saying things when things need to be said. But there's the inability to feel vulnerable for whatever reason. So that the time apart is really going to help this. But I feel like that's all in the past now, and it could be like too far from that. You could be moving in with them already. You might be like needing more time with friends, maybe go visit family, go on a little travel trip, or maybe just taking it more time out to just do your own thing with headphones on and just chill. Just be on your own level for a little while instead of just in a state of anxiety, in a state of fear, in a state of wound up, in a state of overwhelm. I see you working on your coins and getting yourself into a place where you're passionate towards being able to open yourself up to being vulnerable in a connection and relationship, and putting your mind in the past and leaving it all back there, where you're like, okay, it's all in the past. I don't need to worry about it anymore. I'm only living my future. That happened. It is what it is. I'm going to learn from it. It is not everything. It is not always, but I can now release, detach that tether, and now attach onto a new tether kind of thing on a different, like, phone line per se, line of communication per se. Okay, well, that's your message for today. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'll see you when I see you next, and I look forward to seeing you at your other signs. Check them for more.